When we're growing up, most of us get this fairly simple map of the world. We're taught to imagine a life where, if we try hard and we're good people, things will just work out. A life where your effort guarantees a certain outcome. But then we actually start living, and we meet the life we get. A reality that's often rough, uncertain, and just feels deeply unfair. And that gap between what we expected and what is, that's what we're going to explore together. So in this explainer, we're going to look right into that gap and try to find a more grounded way to live inside of it. We're going to focus on an idea called the integrity of effort. I want to start with a question that I'm guessing is going to feel pretty familiar to a lot of you. Have you ever had that feeling like you're doing everything you're supposed to do, you're putting in the hours, you're trying to be a good person, and still the thing you're working for just isn't happening? That feeling right there, it points to a really fundamental truth. Learning to live in the life we get, to accept reality for what it is, that isn't being pessimistic. It's actually a huge part of growing up. It's what maturity feels like. And these experiences are universal, aren't they? You can work with total honesty and integrity for a job and still not get it. You can study harder than you ever have for an exam and still not get into the college you dreamed of. You can pour your entire heart into something or someone and still not get the outcome you were hoping for. And that leads us to the crucial point. This is one of the hardest, most humbling lessons of being an adult. Your effort, no matter how sincere or how intense it is, does not control the outcome. It can influence it for sure, but it doesn't control it. Once you really start to see that, it forces you to confront this myth that so many of us were raised on. It's the lie about hard work and this illusion of certainty that it promises us. So here's the myth we're often sold. Hard work guarantees certainty. The idea that if you just give 100%, the result is basically a done deal. But the truth? The truth we actually live in is different. The truth is that hard work only increases the probability. It stacks the odds a little more in your favor, it puts you in a better position, but it never, ever offers a guarantee. And why is that? Well, it's because there are just so many things that are completely outside of our control. The timing might be wrong. Other people, they have their own choices to make. Circumstances can change in a heartbeat. And, there are paths opening up or closing that we can't even see yet. Now, I know this might sound a little bit discouraging, but I really want you to let this next thought sink in. Grasping this idea, truly accepting it, it doesn't make you weaker. It does the exact opposite. It frees you. It frees you from that crushing weight of self-blame when things just don't go your way. So, if we don't control the outcome, then what's left? What do we control? And this is how we start to build a new, much stronger foundation. It's all about focusing on what we truly own, the power of our own integrity. Okay, so here's the really critical distinction. We don't control the final outcomes. We don't control other people or the timing or all the wild twists life throws at us. We just have to let go of our grip on those things. But what we do control, that's our world. We control our effort right here today, our honesty, our character, how we decide to show up. That's our domain. And this leads to such a profound sense of peace, because your responsibility isn't to guarantee a certain result. Your responsibility ends the moment you've done the right work with sincerity. That's it. And maybe the most important part of all of this, that is enough. All right, let's talk about one of the most painful parts of this whole experience, delay. That feeling that you're somehow behind schedule. This next part is all about reframing that feeling and exploring how sometimes not now might actually be a form of protection. Sometimes life says not now or not this way, and it's not trying to punish you, it might be trying to prepare you. Maybe a delay is there to save you from some harm you can't see yet, or to shape your patience, or build the resilience you're definitely going to need later. Or maybe it's redirecting you to a path that's just better for you. We almost never see it in the moment, but looking back, we often understand. And that brings us to our final section. This is where we tie all of these ideas together into a practical philosophy you can actually use to move forward. It's about trusting the process, trusting the unfolding, by balancing your effort with release. So what does peace even look like in this kind of world? Well, it's actually this really simple but incredibly powerful definition. You do your duty, you show up, you do the honest work, and then you release the result. That balance, right there, that's peace. So in all those moments of uncertainty, When you have no idea what's coming next, what do? The answer is simple and really grounding. You just keep doing good work. You show up. You work with integrity. You treat people kindly. This isn't about trying to earn some reward. It's about becoming the person you need to be for whatever comes next. And as we close out, I just want to leave you with a few thoughts to hold on to, okay? For anyone out there who feels like they're running out of time, please hear this. You are not late. You are not falling behind some imaginary schedule that you think everyone else is on. Your path is your own, and it is unfolding in its own time. And most importantly, in those quiet moments when it feels like no one sees the sincere effort you're putting in, please know this: you are not forgotten. So do your work, trust the process, and remember this final thought. Life knows what it's doing, even and especially when you don't.